I'd probably take him.
Hey TaylorPatrice, it's TaylorPatrice and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell by the title, hopefully this vlog gets a little bit better. Well, it's going to get better by the end of it, but the first part is going to be emotional, and if you don't feel like watching it, then click off. As I've expressed in my last couple of vlogs, things have just been extremely rough this year. And it's just so crazy because I thought last year was like a rough year for me, but it was rough because it basically made me figure out what it was I wanted to do and start to step out of my comfort zone. And that's what last year was focused around. And I just remember at the beginning of last year asking God for all these changes, in my life, and he obviously had to take me in through a process. And at the end of last year, I was just so grateful that although the process was hard, I was grateful that I went through it. But I remember at the end of last year being all right, I just need a break. I can't do last year again, okay? So I was I'm just not gonna ask for nothing. And I know that sounds crazy and funny because God is gonna do whatever it is he wants to do, but in my head I was I'm just not gonna ask for anything. I'm not gonna really make goals for 2019. I'm not gonna do anything just because I was just so tired. I was just so tired. And it is May 1st, so it was only month 5. We're not even halfway through. And this year, this far, has been the hardest year of my life. And it's weird because it's oh my gosh, Taylor, finally you know what it is you want to do, and I'm just so relieved. And finally you have somebody in your life that's a great person. My boyfriend is a great person, and I'm so family oriented, and I always wanted to start a family, and I'm oh my gosh, finally somebody that I can see that with, and I can build with, and that motivates me and is motivated. And I just keep getting hit with bullshit, and I'm tired. And I just wanted to pick up the camera and show you guys that shit is hard. And I said that I was going to be more authentic, so here I am, being authentic and showing you that I do not live a perfect life, and I don't try to portray as if I do on social media. I don't have it all figured out. But anyway, I told you guys about a lot of things that's been going on, but one of the things I told you guys about was my grandmother having a stroke. And it's just so crazy because in the midst of the 3 main events that have happened these past 5 months, it's the devil has really been trying it with extra stuff being added on that's not even that big of a deal, but it's just little stuff added on, people being petty, or just people not like being real, people being two-faced. It's just really a lot of stuff that has been added on, that it's like added on stress to these 3 main situations that have happened over the course of 5 months. But like I said, the one main thing is it's like I can't even believe I'm saying this, but like, you know, my grandma's stroke, and it's just so weird because we have cameras surrounding our house, and I was out of town at the time that like it happened, and I remember watching her like walk to the stretcher. And when I got back in town, you know, I had conversation with her. I remember editing YouTube videos and like her still being coherent, and then I got sick. I don't know if you guys know, but I suffer from anxiety, and I got sick. And it was really bad. And maybe I'll just put this up today because I didn't even put a vlog up today. And this will just be raw. Don't mind that. It's the tornado warning. It happens every Wednesday at 12. So just let me know that it's 12. But I got sick. And it was like really, really, really bad, to the point to where like I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't sleep in my bed. I put a video up that kind of like shows footage because I was trying, although it was like extremely hard to capture some of the things that I was experiencing, just so you guys could see the behind the scenes, and if there's somebody that's out there that's going through that, like to know that like you're not alone. But I ended up losing 11 pounds, and I'm already like a skinny person as it is. I'm 5'9". I think I'm 5'9.5". I might be 5'9.5" now. No, I'm 5'8.5", so 5'9". And like I'm like 150, but I'm literally all legs, so it's like, well, yeah, I used to be 150. I don't know if I said that, but I went from like 150 to 139 over the course of a week. And it was during the time that like my grandma was starting to get really, really bad, and there was you know, obviously in a hectic situation you're gonna have disagreements, you're gonna have people that's getting on each other's nerves, and with all of that, like I couldn't be at the hospital, I couldn't go and visit her, I couldn't do anything because like I couldn't even leave the house, I couldn't shower, I couldn't eat. And I'm not trying to over exaggerate, but it's just like it was literally so bad. I'm not trying to complain, because I know people have it worse, but it was like so bad. Like I had to be like in front of air at all times. But anyway, like towards the end of like my anxiety attack, or my anxiety phase, like my panic attacks, like over that course of that week, because it was like consistent, my grandma ends up coming home, and so then, you know, they didn't really help my anxiety because I live with my grandma and everybody was over here, and that's not anybody's fault or whatever. But you know, I was starting to get over it, and I just remember them having to call the squad again, and I had to excuse myself and go downstairs because like that's where air was, and I didn't want to be in the way. But I felt so bad because there was nothing that I could do. Like there was nothing that I could do because I couldn't even like breathe or drive or eat. And to make a long story short, like, things just haven't gotten better. And like they kind of started to get better, and you know, she would ask about me and I would feel so bad because I couldn't go. But if you guys don't know, I ended up getting a job in the midst of all of that, and having to quit the job because my anxiety was getting the best of me. And you know, that's when I decided, like, you know, Taylor, like, you can really put everything into yourself, and you can really like work for yourself full time. Like, just put yourself out there, like, because I can't risk, like, you know, having to going to work and having to leave or whatever. But during that time I ended up leaving work to go see her, and you know, she was like, oh, you know, that's Taylor, and it was so good to hear that, because I know she had been asking about me, and I, you know, didn't want her to think like, oh, I just didn't care. But anyway, and I ended up sending her home, and you know, my mom is 63, so she's here, you know, taking care of her, you know, lifting her, changing her, because she just couldn't do anything, and my uncle would come over and my aunt. But I just felt so bad because, like, I couldn't help, and I've been locked up in this room for the past month or so, because it's like, you know, I can't really do anything. And you know, my birthday was, well, in March, and you know, I had a horrible birthday. I think you guys know about that, and it's just like, it's just been so hard. But anyway, I just came on here to say, like, the update on the situation. Like, my grandma yesterday, we called the squad for her, and she went to the emergency room, and my family waited there all night, you know, for her to get a room. But basically, you know, we got a call this morning that she will, you know, eventually pass away, and they're going to discuss like a hospice option. And it's just really breaking my heart right now, because you know, I just feel like I'm kind of being selfish right now, because, like, you know, I have to worry about my health, and there has been, I mean, those two events, and then, you know, my father's mental health not being in the right state, and him going missing, and all of that. And you know, I just really have been going through it. But despite all of that, y'all, despite all of that, I gotta end this vlog really quickly, because I know I'm about to run out of time. But despite all of that, I'm trying to see the positive in the situation. And you know, I wasn't where I was last year, and you know, if I was where I was last year and I was dealing with all of this, like, I don't know where I would be. Or, you know, when I was going through that anxiety, you know, everybody had to be focused on grandma, and I just thank God that, like, Omar was here, because, like, if he wasn't here, like, I don't know where I would be. And, like, although things really do suck at times, like, they really do suck, like, God really does have your back. He really does. He's not going to take you through anything that you can't make it through. I promise you. I promise you. Because even though things suck, like, things have happened the way that they were supposed to happen for a reason. you know, even with my anxiety and me starting my brand, like, you know, I have made a lot of money, and I thank you guys for supporting me. And I've been able to be here with my mom, even though I haven't been much help. I know me just being in her presence is, you know, helping her out in the situation. So I just ask, you know, for your prayers as my family goes through this process. And my vlogs are going to be all over the place because I wasn't expecting to you know, put this video up today, but I just felt like I needed, one, to put up content, and two, to just let you guys know what's been going on. And I love you guys so much, and I just really appreciate all of the support and love. Like, you guys don't even understand. You guys don't. And I just thank you. So I gotta get back to work. But I really thank you guys so much, and it will be better. I'm going to get myself together and start vlogging this day. So always remember to be you, love you, because there's nobody out there like you. Be naturally fearless, and I will see you in my next video.